Spirit, tap me into pile one's energy. Pile one's energy. Excuse me. This is for pile one. The viewers of pile one. Okay, so Spirit, tell me about pile one's future child. Pile one's future child. Pile one's future child. Okay, so we have Mercury. Mercury. So, pile one, I feel like your future child is actually going to be very intelligent. I feel like your future child will be the type of kid that'll get to skip a grade. They may even have like some type of head start. I'm also hearing something about, like, because this is sometimes Mercury can be about communication, they may be someone that may learn how to talk at an earlier age than most kids. I do want to say this is just for everybody, a disclaimer for everybody. I don't know what spirit, like what time or age Spirit is going to tell me about your kid, but for you guys, just off this card, I am getting brought to like the earlier ages. You know, something about your kid is really going to be very intelligent, very smart. I'm seeing them being very articulate with their words, or something about this could be the type of kid that's in like a spelling bee, or like I said, they'll learn faster than a lot of others, or something about they'll start talking before everybody else, so they'll know how to read, or something about their ABCs and their numbers or something like that. Ooh, something very interesting that just came through as well with this messages. Pile one, if you know, if this doesn't scare you and you may find this cool, I don't know, but some of you guys is this child that I'm picking up on, because this isn't just like one specific child, you know. I don't think everybody that's picking this group is just having one, but for some reason Spirit's wanting you to hear about this child, especially if you know you're gonna have multiple kids. But this kid right here is going to have a gift of being able to communicate with the dead, is what I'm hearing, pile one. If not that, then they're going to be able to like they hear things. It's something about channeling messages and getting messages. They may have very, very, very very, I want to say, meaningful dreams, or like not necessarily not impactful. Your kid may take these as nightmares at first, but it's something about their dreams. Like they get messages through their dreams, and this could even develop, you know, as they get older. Maybe I'm getting something about like your child. This, again, I keep saying this specific child, pile one, is going to be the kid that it's like they may have experienced things at their younger age, and like maybe they got scared and like they closed off this, so close off their gifts, and they kind of like, you know, turn them away. But like I said, as they get older, I think they'll learn how they do have a gift of channeling or receiving messages, or, you know, I do think something else is like them being so intelligent, and it's not in the way of like, you know, just average, like they're average smart. your kid, pile 1, is really, really smart. Like, I feel like they're gonna know things that you're gonna find you probably won't even know about. It's making me feel like that they are going to be the type of kid that could be, especially when they're a baby, they may tell you about like past life experiences, or maybe things that happen, like, I don't know why I want to say BC. I don't know why I want to say that, but something like that, just like, you know, way back in the day. They may communicate stuff about that, or they could just be very interested in that. With this messages card, Mercury card, it is giving me your kid is going to be somebody that's very intellectual. They're going to love to because we have Gemini and Virgo, it's like your kid isn't only just going to be very like in their head about things, you know, always curious about things. And I do feel that too. You're gonna have a very curious kid, okay? I'm hearing mischievous, so your kid's probably gonna be in a lot of stuff, you know, getting into a lot of things, always just doing something. But with that Virgo, it does bring a groundedness to it. So yeah, like, your kid is giving, let's see, it's like they have a lot. Your kid is the type of kid where, you know, some people, when they have a lot going on, when a lot is on their mind, you can see it in their face. And like I was saying, I don't know what age this is, but this could be older. But I feel like your kid, pile 1, or it's gonna be like someone where it's like they have a million things going on in their head, a million things that they're just like, you know, trying to work on, figure out. Because with Gemini, it does also make me feel like that, you know, they may have a lot of things, activities. They may be in a lot of activities. I'm hearing like they may be involved in like their school activities or a lot, or something like that. But let's see what else comes out. That was interesting. Tell me more, Spirit, about pile 1's child. Tell me more about this child for pile 1. So we have nurture, seers. I heard something about your kid being adorable. Let me get the book real quick and look up what this card talks about. So it's page 29. It says it's a dwarf planet between Mars and Jupiter. It's goddess of the harvest, food, earthy, fertility, and mother of goddess of the spring. When Pluto kidnapped, took the okay, whatever. Let's see, actions: mothered and be mothered. So for some of you guys, it is making me feel like that your kid may be a mama's boy, or a mommy's girl. I don't know, something like that. Or nurturing your child, I think, is going to be a big, I think it's gonna, the way you nurture your child, pile 1, is going to actually impact your kid very well. Being in tune and like, yeah, in sync, and just like paying, obviously, well, you know, some parents don't, but I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but I am getting this vibe of like, some of you guys may have to pay, not necessarily like extra close attention, but I see you and your kid actually being very, like, it's something about you guys really bonding, and this is going to impact them greatly in the future. Let's see. It could even be for a few of you guys when your baby was still in your womb, when you're still pregnant with your kid, maybe even the way that you treated your body, the foods that you ate. You may have read books, because maybe your kid likes to read, or I'm hearing something about listening to podcasts or subliminal stuff like that. Like this stuff, I know it's crazy, but it seems like this stuff influenced your kid, especially if you were pregnant. Like, you know how they say, like, for example, something I've heard a common thing I've heard before is like somebody, when they were pregnant, they used to eat a lot of hot chips or like they used to eat a bunch of ice, and so like when their kid got old enough, it's like they were addicted to ice too, because that's what their mom used to eat all the time, something like that. And that could be for one person, I don't know. It says, whether it's the harvest of the earth, the womb of the child, or the art from the artist, real love can mean tough love, doing what's best for your beloved even if they hate you for it. So I'm also reading that made me feel like that. Now, I don't think you and your kid are gonna have a love-hate relationship. That could be for some of you guys, because, and you know, to be honest, it's really I guess that's kind of like sometimes how it be like when you're raising a child, because you have to do things that they don't understand why you're doing things, but you know you're doing it, you know, out of the goodness of your heart, not to hurt them, or, you know, to try to just lead them in the wrong direction or down the wrong path. You're doing this for their good. So it could be something about you wanting to, your kid could be raised into eating more healthier things, or for example listening to healthier musics, or dressing in a way that's very clean, because we do have Virgo here, so clean, you know, well kept. It's giving very posh, professional. Let's see. Oh, okay, so challenge says, do not mistake smothering, enabling, or fertilizing actions as signs of love. Once you release the object of your care, your life is not over. A new mystery begins. So I think, especially if this is your first child, I am getting maybe you will be one of those parents that's very, and that's why I was saying, like, with the bonding, I think that's what's gonna influence, like, the way you bond with them when they're a kid is going to impact them greatly. But yeah, like, I'm getting this is gonna be your baby pile one. So you, especially like I said, this is your first, but it's something about it could be your first or your last, or like say if you do have other kids, it's like you got all boys and then you have one girl, so it's like you kind of protect her more, or she's like the baby girl, or I mean you may have all girls and one boy and it's just like that's your baby boy, you know. But I feel like you may sometimes be a little bit overbearing, but I know it's out of love, and or you may be overly protective when it comes to your kid. But let's see, or it could be them, maybe they're overly protective over you, especially if maybe, you know, they were raised in a single parent household or something like that. Give me one more card for my pile one and their future child. Tell me more about pile one's future child, spirit. We have solar flares. It says activate. Let's see. Solar flares activate. All right, let's just put this deck. It's so funny, we have so many, like with the roots card it makes me think of Cancer, and then with this nurture card it's making me think of Cancer as well. So big Cancer energy for your pile one, whether I don't know if you're a Cancer, the type of relationship you and your kid are gonna have, it's like that Cancerian type of relationship, or your kid could be in Cancer, but it's strong Cancer influence with your reading, I feel like. Now let's see what this solar flares is talking about. So it says, tempers flare along with the sun. You can scorch yourself with too much passion, action, and not enough emotional sensitivity if you're not mindful. I'm getting your kid may have a hot head or like a hot temper. And like I was saying, this could be later on in life, or maybe your kid, if they are younger, maybe like, I don't know, I'm gonna say anger issues, but they may do things like the activities that they do may make them more aggressive, or like say they box or football, like those are aggressive sports, or things where they have to take that anger or that aggression out. I can see them, it's given like if this is a masculine, I could see this being a man, but like I said, more of like a mama's boy type of kid. Let's see. This small passage keeps talking about the sun a lot. So again, that strong masculine energy. Okay, I think okay, I just wanted to read it, make sure, you know, there was anything else that I need to say. But I think that was all. With this roots card, it is making me feel like that for a few of you guys, this child could have a lot of hair. I'm seeing someone with like either like a curly afro, or maybe they have like something about their hair is big, or you can tell by their hair what their roots are, or what they came from, or they embrace their roots through their hair. They could have dreads. For a lot of you guys, I'm hearing you may dread your kids' hair, or you know, later on in their life they decide to do dreads. Let's see. I don't know why, but I did want to say for this pile, this may not be for everybody, but I was getting like a vibe of, I guess the word to use is like biracial. Like your kid could be biracial, as in like mixed, or it's something with them that I think they're mixed with something. And it could even be like, say like, because we have roots, it could be like maybe they are fully black, or they're fully white, fully Asian, you know, whatever they are, whatever you are. But say you guys grew up in an environment where it was a bunch of white people, and like your kid isn't white, they're black, so being around these white people, they kind of like learned how to, I guess, learn how to, I don't really want to say socialize, but just, what's the best way I can, not even really the best way, just the way I can explain it, just, you know, really what I'm trying to say is like, because I just feel like that I'm not getting anywhere with what I was just saying. What I'm trying to say overall is that your kid, this kid right here, Pile 1, is the type of kid where they have friends from, you know, all different types of backgrounds. They're not the type of person that, you know, and like I was saying, and maybe they are, but it could just be their race. But I just really see them being someone that's either well, not necessarily, well, they could be well-rounded, but when it comes to the type of people they hang with, they don't like, I'm hearing the word discriminate, or they just don't like kind of like have a type of people, or like people they date, or people that they hang out with, or people that they relate. Yeah, that's the word I was really trying to use. Like they can relate to all different types of backgrounds, different type of races, ethnicities, and a lot of you guys, it's because they are the same way. But let's see, tell me more about this kid for pile 1, Spirit. Tell me more about pile 1's kid. We have divine wisdom. You remember I said that earlier? Your kid is going to be like, I'm getting divinely guided. When it comes to their life, they are going to be divinely guided. So because like I was saying earlier, some of you guys may be overly protective or just like worry about your kid, because I'm getting like mama bear. That could be that Cancer energy, like you're like a mama bear when it comes to your kid, or maybe they're like that with you, I don't know. But with this divinely guided, it makes me feel like that when it comes to your kid, pile 1, you don't, yes, you know, I know it's easier said than done, you're gonna worry, but at the same time, know that Spirit, you know, your ancestors, God is watching over your kid. I feel as though that your kid is highly protective, especially because they are gifted as well. And I think that later on in life they will see these gifts. It's like when you're younger, it's like clear as day. You may even see these things, they may even tell you about it, but then it's like as they get older, it starts to fade. And I think one thing that stays with them is their knowledge, the wisdom that they have. That's something that will continue to grow and they will carry on throughout their life. Tell me more about pile 1's kid, Spirit. It's too many. Let's see. Pile 1's kid. We have the moon. That Cancer energy again. So your kid could be a little sneaky. That's what this could be talking about. Maybe they're a little sneaky. They got some tricks up their sleeve. Or like I was saying, your kid, especially if this is a feminine, if this is a girl, or even it could be a man that resonates with feminine. If this is a feminine, I'm gonna say more of if this is a girl, if this child is a girl, I see them being very, very in tune with their feminine side. If this is a man, him too, but I'm really picking up on a girl's energy. This girl could even, like I was saying earlier, with maybe she's somebody that's very empathic and very sensitive. Honestly, looking at all of this, because we have roots, it's making me think back to like the ancestors. So like your kid, no matter what the gender is, this kid could very much be psychic, pile 1, to the point where they may have, like, when they came into this life, they already had all, like, I feel like your kid is going to be very blessed when it comes to like the gifts that they were given. And they may protect these gifts, or they may be very protective over themselves, or like this child especially needs to be protected. Like this makes me feel like they can read the future. Like I was saying with the roots, it's making me think about like they can channel messages from your ancestors, from spirit. Tell me more about this kid. Potential. And I was gonna say that this kid could very much have a very high could have, like, I'm seeing the midheaven in my head, so they could very much, look, fortune, they could very much have a purpose in this life to help others with the gifts that they have. And it makes sense, especially if you consider yourself someone that's very spiritual, and if you know that you have gifts and you have like talents and stuff, things that you are gifted with, that you either you use them for yourself or you use to help others. But I see your kid actually using, and it could be just the wisdom, the knowledge that they know. They could, with the messages under divine wisdom, they could actually be communicating this divine knowledge, this wisdom that, you know, no one knows where it came from. They were just blessed with, and they could use that, and this could like actually create a lot of fortune in their life. Or it could, fortune doesn't have to be abundance. It doesn't have to be money. Fortune can be like abundance of knowledge, and that could be what it is. Abundance of creativity, like stuff like that. But I see your kid actually power one being an old soul, like a really old soul. I kept hearing the crane, like that would be their archetype, is the crane or something like that. Or yeah, I'm saying it right. Yeah, the crane. They may even like try to they may even guide you in situations sometimes, like when you're younger. When they're younger, they may even like to hang out with older people, or just again have like that old soul. It's something just very old soul like to them. And with this moon, like I said, I do see them being very protective. With the under the nurture, it's like either they protect their emotions, so they may not talk to you a lot about their feelings, or they could talk to you a lot about their feelings, but it's something like they either protect it from you or they protect it from the world. They protect their feelings from other people. It's like I don't see your kid actually being a very like fiery, outgoing person. I see them being more of like very like observative, very like to themselves. Like I was saying, like a lot going on in their head. This is the type of kid that'll catch on to things very quickly, and that's why I feel like they'll learn to talk. They'll probably learn to walk very early, because it's like they just get it like this. They get it, and that's why they'll probably skip a lot of grades. They may even take classes that, you know, people in like upperclassmen are taking or stuff like that, or just like extra credit classes, stuff like that. Yeah, this kid right here is gonna be very, very smart, very, very observative, and I think they're very curious. It is giving me like what's his name? Is it Bill Gates? I mean, I don't really know. Or like Elon Musk. Honestly, Elon Musk energy. Or it's just like people that are like very, very intelligent, you know. They're the type of people that very reserved, very observative. Like their energy is just very like sophisticated, and I don't know, like it just it's like it's more to them though. Like when you look at them, it's like you want to know more about them, or how do they know what they know? How are they the way that they are? This is very interesting, Pile 1. This is your reading on, you know, your future kid. This could be one specific one spirit wants to tell you about, or this could be one out of the few that you have, or how many you have, or just your one. I don't know. But yes, this is your reading, Pile 1. I hope that it resonated. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed. I love you all so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, y'all. This is for my pile 2s. The viewers of my pile 2s. Viewers of my pile 2s. Okay. So tell me about pile 2's future child. Tell me about this child for pile 2. By the way, you can be having more than one kid, or you could have more than one kid, but this is just picking up on, I guess, one specific child that spirit wants to tell you about, or I'm hearing warn you about, or let you know about, or, you know, just give you a heads up. So yeah, so let's see what came out. We have Gemini. This kid's gonna be I feel like they're gonna talk a lot. Or be like a social butterfly. I see them being this kid right here is gonna be the kid that, and I don't know if it's just because you got good genes like that, Pal 2, but I'm getting the vibe of like your kid is gonna be, this specific kid is gonna be the type of kid that ages backwards. It's like they look younger than their age, and this is for like when they get older. But I'm seeing this is going to be somebody that is very, very, very well liked. This kid right here is the type of kid that I just feel like they love to play, they love to have fun, they love to laugh. Like I keep hearing they're gonna talk your ear off, so get ready, okay? Get ready. They're going to talk your ear off. Or this is going to be the type of kid that maybe you and your kid are going to be very close, where you can talk to them and, you know, they can, because I'm drawn to like how we have two bees right here, so I'm getting like two peas in a pod. So you and this kid could be really close, like best friends. Maybe they could tell you everything. I'm hearing it's a safe place. You're gonna provide them a safe environment to, you know, be vulnerable, be honest, be open. And you're really gonna be like their best friend. They're gonna feel like your best friend, or like your partner in crime. I'm getting, because I keep seeing the 2, because you know with Gemini it's like the 2. Let's see, tell me more about this child for Pile 2. Tell me more about this child for Pile 2. It's something about this kid that's gonna be so adorable. I feel like it's gonna be hard for you to stay mad at them, or you even to get mad at them. They may have like a baby face, or again like a youthful face, a cute, adorable face. Pile 2s. Tell me more about this child for Pile 2. Tell me more about this child. Okay, we have Mars. So I did feel like this is the type of kid that may be always on the go, always doing something. Now, you may not want to hear this, but I am getting a vibe of your kid could possibly be someone that, and like this may be when they get older, maybe like in high school. And I feel like you're gonna know about this is because, like I said, you and your kid are gonna be really close. They're gonna be able to talk to you, but it could be a lot of drama in this kid's life. A lot of like maybe they may like to talk back. Ooh, that's what it is. They may like to talk back. They could be a little sassy. I'm hearing I'm a diva. Like one thing I will say though is this kid isn't somebody that's like a pushover. They're not gonna back down, but they are, you might have to hit them in the mouth a few times, okay, Pile 2? But it's like they got a little mouth on them, or they this type of kid, they may get into it a lot at school with their teacher, their classmates. I don't know why, I just feel like they gotta like, I don't know, like with Mars, they may have like a very hot temper. It's like they get mad easily, or they can go off easily, or they get set off easily. Or it's, I'm very like drawn to the fact that it says motion right here, and I don't know, this could like be talking about them having some type of motion. I don't know. What is the, let's see, tell me more about this kid for Pile 2. Tell me more about this kid for Pile 2. Entry. Okay. Bottom deck is 8th house. Okay, I think I see what's going on here. Now, I know you probably don't want to hear this about your kid. But I mean, you came here for this reading, and I am an honest tarot reader. Whatever, you know, I feel, I'm gonna say it. But Okay, so I do feel like for you guys, Pal 2, your kid is going to be highly attractive, okay? Or they may get a lot of attention. They may be very sexually active. I don't know, like, I don't know, but it's something about like their body. They may have be blessed with a really nice body, or it could even be because I'm drawn to this person's muscles. And like I was telling the other piles, this does not, the messages that I get, it doesn't, it's not in a specific time frame. But a lot of you guys, it makes me feel like it could even just be saying your kid is somebody that's going to be very, very fit, very in the gym. It's making me think back to like this YouTube video I seen, or Instagram video I had seen of this little girl. She probably was honestly probably like 8, maybe not even 8, and she was doing squats. And so I don't know if you guys are like gym rats or something like that. You're gonna have your kid in a gym, or it's something very ambitious about this kid. That's really what it is. They're very ambitious. I feel like they have a very, like, when it comes to like their drive in every aspect, it's very high. And I think when it comes to their ascendant, let me get the book, because I'm really interested on what the book has to say about Mars and the ascendant. Even though, you know, I'm pretty educated on them both, but I just want to see what the book has to say. So Mars says, Mars urges you to take action, any action, but this can get you in trouble. So yeah, it makes me feel like that also they could be somebody that just, yeah, especially with the Gemini. When I see Gemini, it makes me think of somebody that's like really like always on the go, like that's always moving around, a fast talker, or like just all over the place. So this person may, even though it's an air sign, Gemini and Mars makes me think about like just somebody that has a lot of things they have to take care of, and they may like kind of go head first into things, and it may get them in situations where it's like not the best situations. Let's see, it says, so like I'm hearing something about cars. They may like fast cars, sports cars. One thing I do want to say about your kid though, Pal 2, is they are going to be very goal driven. I can see them being somebody that is very, very eye on the prize. They know what they want. They're not afraid to go out there and get it. I don't know why, it's something about anger here. It could be some anger towards a specific parent maybe, or like I was saying, like the people that they get into it with. Let me see what this ascendant's talking about. I do get a very confident energy from this as well, because with the ascendant, it's talking about how you, like your first impression, how you walk in a situation. I see them being somebody that's very much like a go-getter. They would be the first person to stand up, the first person to talk. Your kid's not shy at all. I mean, even though with this Gemini, they may have like that, they may sometimes come off as shy, but they're not shy. They're very confident in who they are. And maybe so maybe it took them a minute to build their confidence. Maybe you being so close to them helped them become so self-assured, so like, I am who I am. Like I said, this is not a pushover. Your kid is a leader, and I see them being very like, I am that girl, I am that boy. Let's see. My bad, y'all. This is the garage. Please don't say nothing in the comments, because if you watch my channel, you already know what the deal is. But yeah, with that 8th house, Let me see something. Mystery. Now they could literally be a mystery, but it's something about power here. So this kid could actually honestly have the potential to be in some type of power position, or they may struggle with like power. Like they may have a power struggle, or they don't like being wrong. They may not like being told what to do, maybe. Let's see. It's something about money here. I don't know if you guys will have money and they'll inherit this money, or maybe they'll make some money and they will be able to give you some type of money, something like that. Or they may marry somebody that has money. It also has to do with privacy. So this kid may be very private. They could even be in like occult knowledge or something like that, or do things that's very private. I did hear something about drugs, so I don't know if they're gonna do drugs. I don't know if they're gonna sell them. I know y'all probably like, what the hell? Like, I wanted to know about my baby, not about like when they got older in their business, you know, all in the future. But I mean, that's what's coming up. I do see something else about them being somebody that's not afraid to, you know, face their fears, walk into the darkness. This kid right here is literally like a Superman or a Superwoman. They're not afraid of nothing. It's given alpha woman, alpha man, and it's like they can get whatever they want, and they will get whatever they want. And like I said, I don't know if it's because maybe you kind of like made them this way. You kind of like built them up to be this way. Very confident, very self-assured. They may even be a little bit of a loner for some of you guys. Like they may not have a lot of friends because maybe you're like their best friend, so they don't need any friends. Even though I do see them being somebody that's social. Let's see. Tell me more about Pile 2's child. Tell me more about this child for Pile 2. Pile 2's child. Focus. And look how she has that bow and arrow, and she's obviously she's probably having it on the target and she's ready to strike. Your kid is very tunnel vision, focused on something. Focused on their career, focused, it could be on a family, on their kids, on you, but it's something that they're going to be very focused on. Or when they're focused on something, it's like it's destined to be achieved by them. Tell me more, Spirit. Pile 2's future child. Pile 2's future child. Transformation. There's that Scorpio energy. Something about them physically could transform, as in like they transform their body because they work out. Or maybe your baby is going to be like, maybe they were chunkier when they were smaller, but then they slim out, you know, they build up that muscle, they get real toned, or they get real fit. Or this could be the type of kid that goes through a lot of phases. You got the emo phase, the emo and goth, I guess they're very similar but different. And then you have like, I guess that, I don't know really phases for real, but I think you're going to experience your kid go through a lot of phases, a lot of transformations. They may transform. I don't know how, but something about them mentally, they may go through some type of transformation. It could even be like I said, this kid may get in a lot of trouble at a young age, or you know, in school, but then it's like they end up, this is assurance, they end up like somehow. And I'm saying somehow because maybe this is like I was saying earlier, like it was a warning. Maybe this kid, you may have gotten scared for this kid's future because you thought that they were going to go down the wrong path, or you didn't think that it's like maybe they had bad influences, or you know how sometimes like with kids it'd be this kid would be the one that you would least expect. And it's sad to say, but I mean honestly it's a real feeling, but this kid would be the one that you would least expect to be, as like you probably were scared that they were gonna go down a wrong path, do something that was gonna mess up their future. I don't know, it's something like that where they just are. I'm getting rebellious energy kind of. And then look, the future, what was I saying? Like the future, you were scared for their future. You didn't know where their future was going or who they were going to be in the future. Maybe they honestly didn't really know for sure what they wanted. But then with this focus card, it's like, or it could be saying that your kid is the type of person where when they figure out what they want, what they like, they are focused on that. And like I was saying, they achieve that. With the assurance card, I think that, hold on, I feel like for you guys, pile 2, this pile is for people that, like I said, your kid, because I'm getting 2 groups. Your kid could be one or the other. Like I said, a little rebellious, a little do their own thing, kind of just, I don't know, into like with that 8th house, into things that, you know, maybe they shouldn't have no business doing, and you may have worried about them, you were scared for them. But a lot of you guys, like I said, this is a warning to let you know, like, your kid is gonna be like this, but just like don't give up on them. You know, don't let whatever it is that they have going on at a younger age, or maybe even because we have transformation, it really does make me feel like that your kid is gonna go through a big transformation. Like it's giving your kid, because I don't want to be offensive to your kid, but it's just, like I said, I want to be real, I want to be honest. Like your kid really just, let's just say it could be they had no goals, they had no plans, they didn't plan on really doing much with their life, and then somehow something happened, and I do seeing them like being kind of like behind in some way, but then something like taking off, or like putting them ahead of the game. You could even see your kid go through like this transformation. Like I was saying earlier, when they were younger, they could have been very shy and very like not confident, but then that transformation of them like being like, ooh, being like a butterfly, you know? Because when I think of Gemini, it does make me think of a butterfly, because they're the social butterflies. But oh yeah, like maybe they weren't the most attractive at first, and because like that sex appeal I was picking up on, you may really feel like, yeah, my daughter's beautiful, like I've made some beautiful kids, or my son is very handsome, you know. Like I think that like I said, your kids are going to be very attractive, and I feel like a lot of people are going to find them attractive. Pile 2. But again, like I said, I do feel like in the beginning or somewhere in their life, it will be like you worrying, and that's why we have, I think the assurance is letting you know that everything's going to be okay. But you may worry, you may like doubt, or you may like just have a hard time sometimes, or like maybe you and your kid may go through a phase of like arguing, or just them not listening to you, not be on the same page or whatever. But like I said, something's gonna transform. But at the same time, like I said, I hope I don't discourage you, and I hope you guys are still watching. I didn't make you mad, but I truly feel like that is something about how this is really making me think back to, I'm gonna tell you like something that my stepdad told me. I feel like he wouldn't mind me telling you guys this, but him and his mom, he ended up moving out when he was 18, and I don't think he was ready, but my stepdad has always been somebody that always had his money right. Like he always made sure to have his money together. I want to say he was very good with his finances and working hard for it and stuff like that. But I don't know exactly how the story went, but him and his mom had got into it, and she kicked him out or whatever, and he got his own place. He started doing his own thing, and they weren't talking for a long time, but one day I don't know how they got back in contact, but I just remember him telling me, like, he apologized to her and told her, like, he's sorry for all the things that he put her through and what he said to her, because, like, just life is hard, and just being a mother is hard, and especially a single parent and stuff like that. Just, so I don't know, y'all's relationship could transform, like, and maybe with that Gemini, maybe you guys don't start off as being best friends, but it could even be like when you're younger, you and your kid is really hard. It's a lot of arguments, it's a lot of disagreements, a lot of bumping heads maybe, and because honestly this is how me and my mom were. So maybe when you get older, the relationship starts to get better, and that's why we have the future card, because with the future, it's like in the future things will, your kid will understand, and maybe you'll even understand why things had to be why they had to be. But I do feel like relationships like this, I feel like honestly the relationships, or the even family, when you go through conflict, I feel like the way that you overcome that is how you become stronger. But obviously this is your kid, so I feel like you're gonna love them regardless. And I just want you to know, like I said, this pile is more of like a warning to, you know, don't give up, don't don't stress yourself out. It's something about this is like, this is a part of their growth. A lot of the stuff that's gonna happen to your child is for them. You may not even understand why they do the things they do with the 8th house, but I feel like for you guys, pile 2, when you have your kid, instead of trying to disagree and kind of like shun them, or like kind of push them away, like you may be trying to tell them something, but it's like it's pushing them away, you know. I don't know, like it's something about, like, you know, try to understand how they are, why they are, why they do what they do, or something like that, because it seems like that your kid may be going through something for a little phase, and they may, like I said, have bad influences. They may mentally just not be right. But with this 8th house, it is giving me them being in a dark place in some point in their life, and not really thinking about the things that they are doing, the things they're saying. They're not thinking about their future for real. And yeah, but I'm gonna roll the dice to get like a zodiac sign for this kid, and then I'm gonna end the reading. But let's see what their potential sun sign could be. Pile 2's child potential sun sign could be. Pile 2's potential. I did hear something about this kid may be a heartbreaker too. So we have 8th house, which is Scorpio. We have Mars, oh my gosh, with this Scorpio and Aries and Sagittarius. So this makes sense. If that is truly their sun sign, it makes sense why I'm picking up on this energy of just being rebellious, being like wanting to do their own thing, like just reckless, living life on the edge. But at the same time, like I said, your kid's gonna be good. A lot of you guys, I do see them being in some type of like power position, something like that, or just like a leader or something. It could even be like, maybe they could even be I don't know why, but I'm hearing something about fitness coach, or they could help people transmute this anger, this dark, some type of coach, or maybe they learn to cope with these emotions. Maybe that's what it is better. They may, like, I don't know, it's something about that. Let's see. Yeah, pile 2. One thing I do want to say, and I'm sure you guys know, but tarot's not always, you know, love and light, you know, and I probably picked this pile, but I understand that nothing's perfect, nobody's perfect, but at the end of the day, I do believe that everything happens for a reason. Everything and everybody has their purpose. I'm I mean, you know, sometimes we have people that don't fulfill that purpose, but then you have people that do. And just how you and your child's relationship will be is, I think it's a purpose of this. I'm trying to see if I get anything else. Anything else? I think that's all. So pile 2, this is your reading on one of your kids, or the one kid that you have. I guess, like I said, spirit came through to warn you about this kid, just give you a heads up. But at the end of the day, just know that everything's gonna be okay. But I hope that I didn't hurt anybody's feelings. I hope that you guys like even stuck around. If you did, let me know. You know, pile 2, let me know if you picked this pile. Also, if you want to see my readings from me, I do have a Patreon, which will be linked in the description down below. But if not, it's all love, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, y'all. Okay, pile 3. Please tap into pile 3's energy. Pile 3's energy. Okay, Spirit, tell me about pile 3's child. This future child for pile 3. Tell me about this future child for pile 3. One card, please. This future child for pile 3. Oops. This future child for pile 3. Ooh, so we got midheaven. I don't know why, but I feel like this kid, for some reason, and I feel like this is because of you, or it may not be because of you. It could be because of the other parent or like people in the family. But I'm feeling like this kid, right off the bat, pile 3 is going to be someone that, it's making me think back to like my cousin on my dad's side. Like they have 2 girls, and like they vlog their life, and like they like their kids make TikToks and like videos. Like it's giving me the vibe of like you may put your kid in the spotlight, or maybe your kid may be born in the spotlight, or you may see a talent that your kid has at a very young age, as for example singing. You may see that they may be really good at singing, so you want to put them in singing classes. And with this midheaven card, your kid, you or your kid is gonna know right off the bat they have a purpose. With 10th house, I feel like they're gonna be known for something at a very young age. They're gonna be known for something. It's given like Blue Ivy Blue Ivy, or Northwest, Alabama, like stuff like that. Like it could be like is it Nepo baby? They could be a Nepo baby. So that means that you will possibly be known for something, or you are known for something. Or this, like I said, this reading right here is a specific child that Spirit is wanting to warn you about, wanting to tell you about, just, you know, just let you know about. And you may have seven kids, but it's like this one kid for some reason came through and Spirit's wanting to talk about them. But for you guys, it's not really a warning, I don't think, but it's more of just like I said, I'm getting good vibes, especially if you want to be famous, or if you want your kid to be famous or something like that, or if you wanted to know, your kid has a talent. I feel like they're gonna, like I said, they're gonna either be like a Chris Brown, a dancer and a singer, you know, people like Ariana Grande, a beautiful voice. Maybe even you may put them in movies or modeling, something, but your kid is going to be known for something. And I see them, you being famous and them being famous because of you, or them becoming famous because somebody put them in the spotlight or seen potential in them. It's like I said, with the midheaven, it makes me think of like a purpose. So it's something about their purpose. Let's see, tell me more for pile 3. Pile 3's future child. Pile 3's future child. So we're at the, I mean, obviously with that midheaven, your future child could, like I said, have some type of talent, but it's giving like born. They were born with this talent. And I mean, it could be like maybe they have spiritual gifts, but it's giving me more of like I said, they could be an artist, they could be a singer, they could be an entertainer, stuff like that. And I do see them being very like entertaining, or look, dignified. When I see this card, it makes me think of somebody being put on a pedestal. This kid is the chosen one. Somehow this kid is the chosen one. Or they're like, their gifts makes them stand out, makes them like stick out of everybody else. It could even be that they're very attractive. I don't know, I'm getting like Leo energy from this person. Or like I was saying, it's something around them shining, them being like a natural. It could even be like they have like that sunshine type of vibe. They may have like a beautiful smile that lights up the room, very positive, just happy energy. It's giving me like this is gonna be a happy baby. A happy baby. Ooh, we have the moon. The moon. Ooh, they could be a chef. Let's see, bottom deck, debilitated, discomfort. Oh, okay. So now for the people that your kid, you know that you are going to be in the spotlight, or you are already in the spotlight, and your kid's not really the one that's talented. With this debilitated, it could be that this kid may not like the spotlight. They may not like getting the attention. This kid may, for example, let's say you got 4 kids. All the other kids, it's like everybody knows who they are, everybody knows their name, they know their business. But this kid right here, it's like they're going to be the one that's more low-key, more private. It's like people know of them and they may have talents, but they're not out there as like the other kids are. And I don't know why, I just feel like for something, I can't lie, for some of you guys, this child out of all your kids may somehow be your favorite. Now I'm hearing, I'm seeing the Kardashian family and how they're always talking about how Kylie's her favorite because she makes the most money, or just Kim's her favorite, this and the other. Like, now I don't know, but it's something about this kid is and it could even be just because, you know, they make you feel good. They have that sunny, happy, positive energy, and that's why they're your favorite. I don't know, but it's something about this kid is going to be your favorite probably. It's either like they get treated like royalty because that's your lifestyle, or maybe they're like the only girl and it's surrounded by a lot of boys, so they get treated like royalty. Or they treat you like royalty. You know, they make, like I said, they make you feel good, they make you like, they just make you feel love, you know. Even though you're their mom, you still want to be hugged on, kissed on. And I see them being very affectionate, especially with this moon, being very just like they love to cuddle. Let's see, perception. I'm gonna get the book real quick for this. Oh, excuse me. What's the dignified talking about? It says Yeah, something with their voice. Like I said, I think they could be a singer or have a beautiful voice. Yeah, it's talking about something about it's time for somebody to shine. Or, ooh, for the gift it says for weeks, months, or lifetimes you have prepared for this moment. So it's for some of you guys, this kid could have been, I'm hearing, reincarnated, if that's something that you believe in their past life or in multiple past lives. They may have had a dream, they may have had a gift, but they never fulfilled that, or they never acted on that, you know, like went towards that. They may have never been noticed for that, but it's like, and that may be why, you know, it's something about this life for them. It's like it's their time to shine, or they're not holding back anymore, or it's something about them just knowing what they came here for. Or it's like you can look at this person and just, your kid is going to be somebody you can look at and just, it's just, they don't even have to say anything. You just know that they have a higher purpose, they have a destiny. It could even be like they are that attractive that I guess that people put them on a pedestal maybe, or they're like above average in something. But I do feel like it's more of like a talent. Like I said, they got a nice voice, they're really good at acting, or I don't know if it's the family name or something. But like I said, the discomfort is like something is not feeling right. Something's not right. Let's see, 14. So when I read you have been challenged to grow in ways you can't predict, automatically it made me think about how your kid, like I was saying, they may not like to be in the spotlight. Literally, it's like they have this talent and they more sway away from the spotlight. This specific kid, and it may be kind of like hard for them to adjust to this lifestyle. And it could even be like maybe some of you guys have will already have this kid once you enter this lifestyle, or maybe like they, for like maybe in the beginning of their life they lived a, you know, a normal lifestyle, and then all of a sudden things switched and it wasn't something that they were comfortable with. Or now I'm not predicting any bad things happening, but with the discomfort, it does also make me feel like that with your kid, they may experience a lot of uncomfortable situations when it comes to being in the spotlight, being with so much attention on them. Now I'm not gonna get into all the negative stuff because that's not what I want to put in here, but just like I was saying, they maybe them being in the spotlight, they may have to, with the moon, they may have to learn, they may be raised alone. Like for some of you guys, maybe this is your only child and they may suffer from being alone or suffer from being the only child. You know, I guess it's called only child syndrome, where they're they're really lonely growing up. They didn't have any friends for real, and mainly because they were in the spotlight, but also because maybe you didn't have any other kids, or maybe you weren't really, something about them just not really growing up, even though they had this type of like reputation and they were very talented. It's something about like with their emotions, or maybe things that they know or that they will experience and see that they can't say. And that could even be just like, say if you are the one that's in the spotlight, they know what you got going on behind closed doors. Like, you got an album coming out. Like, it really is giving Blue Ivy. Like, this baby is very much like Blue Ivy. To me, just by her energy, Blue Ivy, she comes off as a very like reserved, very sweet, you know, very kind. I don't know, I get this vibe of her like not speaking unless spoken to or something like that. Or it could even be that vibe of like I was saying, you're the one that's talented, but then like you got your kid dancing at your concerts like Blue Ivy was or something. And with this discomfort, they have to learn how to work through those discomforts, because just because it's something that's debilitated doesn't mean you can't make it work, you know. Yeah, I just feel like this kid you may spoil this kid a lot. It maybe they're not in the spotlight, but you may spoil this kid a lot. They may be a daddy's girl, because it just makes me think about how, like, I don't know, I feel like dads usually let the kids do more of what they want to do. But it's something about this kid. I'm really drawn to, like, both of these cards have a chair, and then we have the castle. It's like giving dreamy vibes as well. So this kid their life could be like a literal dream. They may have important dreams, or it's something about dreams here. Maybe this is your dream child. The type of relationship you wanted with your kid, you will have with this specific kid. And again, that's why they're probably your favorite, because this is like your dream kid. Let's see. Tell me more about pile 3's child. Okay, we have allies. Yeah, with allies, it makes me think about how, like, I'm hearing that song by Lloyd, we're on each other's team. You guys could in the future work together. Like I told the other piles, I'm not really picking up on, like, you know, specific timelines, ages, or whatever. It's just whatever spirit wants to tell you. But with this allies, it's a really good card. It's like you guys either you know, compared to one of the other piles, you and your kid will have a really good relationship is what I'm getting. I see they may not tell you everything, but it's like I don't see them being very I do feel like with the moon they may like kind of hide some things, but at the same time it's like overall I think you're gonna have a good relationship. And again, like you're gonna be friends, or you may like look out for each other, or with allies. Let's see, allies. Like they'll never turn their back on you, and you'd never do the same to them. Let's see. Tell me more for pile 3's child. Tell me more about pile 3's child. We have inexperience. So yeah, I feel like, yeah, and that's why I was getting that dreamy vibe, because you may keep this kid in the house a lot, or they may not get to live a regular life. It could even be maybe you shelter this kid. They were sheltered growing up maybe. And again, not everybody's gonna have a, you know, be famous, or put their kid's gonna be a celebrity or something like that, but it's something about they will have some type of reputation in their community. Whether it's like, it's giving me the vibe of like, this girl, your kid would possibly be homeschooled a lot, so when they go to a new school, it's like nobody knows them, nobody's heard of them. I do feel like they may be very like to themselves. This kid right here is very like it's giving shy. Like I feel like your kid's gonna be very shy. They may find it hard to make friends because they may be a bit antisocial, but it doesn't mean that people doesn't want to be their friend. It's just more of like, because with this inexperience, I feel like they're gonna be like very pure to, and that's what I'm getting, a very pure soul from them, very pure, kind-hearted, gentle-hearted person. Let's see, tell me more about pile 3's child. Pile 3's child. It's like you're trying to hide them from something. Yeah, with the moon, it's like they're gonna be hit home. Yeah, they're gonna be at home a lot. And then generosity. I like this pile. Even though, like I said, it does feel like that there may be things that like maybe you don't want to tell your kid about. I'm getting that vibe as well. Like maybe it's things that go on that you try to keep the kid away from, like, and that's why they kind of see things in this very dreamy way. It's like, say you and your partner are fighting, and I'm not predicting this, but it's just an example. Say you and your partner are fighting and it gets real bad. You try your best to not have your kids seeing that. Like, you don't want them to grow up seeing you getting, you know, by their dad, or like, it's like you try to keep the bad things from them, which I feel like, I mean, I'm not a parent and this is my beliefs, but I just feel like that's the best thing to do. I mean, that doesn't mean you don't have to tell them later, but just growing up, like, let them live in that, like, I don't know, I guess keeping the drama and the negativity away from them, I think that'll be good for their health. Only thing is that your kid will be very innocent, very pure, and it's like I said, I just keep getting coddled, spoiled, sheltered, and no disrespect, because it's like y'all got it like that. You know, you can do this type of stuff, which is good for you guys. Some of you guys could be like at home mothers or at home dads or something like that, where with the generosity you can give a lot of your energy to them. I do see them being very respectful. I'm hearing something about obey your mother or obey your father. Like, they're not going to like I said, go against you. It's giving Libra energy or like Pisces energy. That's what I'm getting for this kid. And I just, like I said, I see them being like a ray of sunshine when they're with people that they know and that they love, especially like you and the family. It's like maybe at school, if they do go to school or around other people, they're really like to themselves. But then it's like at home, they're just like this just, I don't know, ball of light, just, and they could be like just so happy all the time, just so positive. With the generosity card, it really just makes me think they're so giving, so loving. They're really helpful as well. With home, they may I don't know, I'm getting interior design. They may like to decorate, or they may be into fashion. It's giving like a girly girl if this is a girl, or I mean, if this is a guy, then this is gonna be like a gentleman. Like, you're raising a very well-mannered, like prim, proper, well-kept man. But if this is a woman, this is very lady-like woman. I'm hearing something about a silver spoon or something like that, or I don't know. But at the same time, like I said, and it doesn't have to be that you're rich, you're famous, you're wealthy, whatever. It just seems like that y'all have a comfortable lifestyle where you can give your kid, you may spend a lot of time with your kid with that generosity, and maybe they don't have a lot of friends, but they do get to spend time with you and maybe their father or their mother or something like that. Whew, let me see something real quick. Now, I do want to see what their zodiac sign could potentially be. Now, this is sun sign, so Spirit, tell me about pile 3's child sun sign. Pile 3's child sun sign. Oh my gosh, you guys. Pisces. I said it. Pisces. We got Pisces in the house. We got 10th house, Capricorn, and moon, which is Cancer. Now, I just got a funny like message. I remember how I was saying that your kid could be like Northwest, and Spirit was correcting me like, no, your kid's actually going to like be like with the ally, like they're actually going to be on your side. They're going to be for you. Because y'all know how they always be talking about how North be like calling her mom out and just like she want to be with her dad. And I mean, it's funny, but it's not funny, because it's like, you know, even though Kim, she got all this everybody know their business and just all this stuff about them, but she's human too. And that's her kid, that's her baby, and she always just talking about her. But yeah, your kid is not gonna be like Northwest, okay? It's not giving like they gonna be all over social media talking too much. If anything, I feel like you may like shelter them from social media. It's like you try to give them the most normalist lifestyle possible, and I do feel like that it will turn out good for them. It's just more of like that naive energy once they get older and get themselves out there. You know, they may have to teach themselves or learn a few things, but when it comes to like how they feel about you and the family, I see it being like picture perfect household, to be honest, like that white picket fence, like the American dream, to be honest. But like I said, it's some secrets though that maybe you may be hiding from them, or maybe like they got some secrets, I don't know, but it's something about secrets here. But I'm not gonna get too deep into that, because I mean everybody's messages isn't gonna all be the same and everything's different. But Pile 3, this is your reading for your future child, a specific kid that wanted to come through. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I hope it resonated. I love you guys so much. If you want to see my readings from me, I do have a Patreon, which will be linked in the description down below. But if not, all love, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, y'all.